Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Joe Nathan and Jennifer. Welcome to the J-Spot. The first actual video that we introduced it as the J-Spot, since we didn't think of an actual title until after the first video, but whatever. Anyway, so today we're going to be discussing some music topics. First, I am going to talk about my experience at the Rihanna concert 2 Mondays ago at the Phillips Arena in Atlanta. I got my life, okay? I would suggest anybody who is a fan of any Rihanna music, especially for the most recent 3 albums, because she didn't do any songs from her first 2 albums. So no Pond to Replay, there's no SOS, there's no, what's that song, Unfaithful. She didn't perform any of those songs. But from Good Girl Gone Bad on up, she hit all the #1s for the most part, and I freaking enjoyed it. I was there with my best friend Vanessa. Shout out to my homegirl Vanessa. We was up in the nosebleeds, but we had ourselves a good time, okay? There was really not a bad seat in the crowd. She had the arena packed out, so anybody who was saying Rihanna, she's canceling shows because she can't sell no tickets, well, that's a lie. Now, why she would have been sick, some people are saying she's pregnant, some people are saying that it's the drugs or it's her partying too much. Maybe she just didn't see it for Texas. I don't know. But she has she has picked some new dates for Houston, and I think it was Dallas or Austin. I can't remember. But she has rescheduled those 2 concert dates. So, yeah, shout out to those in Texas who missed those shows. You do have a chance to see her once more. But yeah, I love the show. She put on a great show. She hit all the good ones. She even sang Cold Case Love from her Rated R album, which is one of my favorites, produced and written by Justin Timberlake. Anytime she does a song with him, it's wonderful, because Rehab was my jam from Good Girl Gone Bad. He did that. But yeah, I freaking love the show. If you really like you some Rihanna, go to a show, have yourself a good time. Everybody was hyped as heck. Okay, everybody was drinking. This one girl, she was dancing on the little balcony thing, and I really thought that she was gonna fall over. I was really scared for her, but she was sitting up there the whole time. But anyways, everybody was having a good time, even up in the nosebleeds. We was having ourselves a ball. Her opening act is A$AP Rocky, so I was, grabbing my refreshments during that moment in time, okay? And I miss Effing Problems. That's the only song I know by him. And I was in the line getting my hamburger and fries that cost me about $20.
Did you at least hear it?
I didn't. I just heard everybody screaming. So I thought he brought out like a special guest or somebody.
Because you could have had your,
he was just singing that song, which is really popular for him. And they kept saying on the radio that she was going to have a special guest, but A$AP Rocky was the only other person that was there. But anyways, yeah, if you enjoy Rihanna, please just get yourself a cheap old $50, $40, $20 ticket if they're still available, and go have yourself a really good time. A really good time. I understand now what Miguel and Kevin were talking about when they went to her Loud tour. I think it was either last year or the year before. Although she may not have much stage presence on TV, when you go to her concert, it is a different story. She is wonderful. I loved it. So yeah, that's my experience. Make sure you check out the Diamonds World Tour in a city near you. And Jennifer wants to talk about Fantasia's new album. I've heard a couple of songs. I do have it on my iPad. I did buy it last Tuesday, the Tuesday afterwards. I think it was the 23rd that it was released of April. But Jennifer has listened to it in depth, and she wants to give you her synopsis of how it was for her.
I would say Fantasia did an amazing job with the whole CD. It's all very, of course, cohesive. And I'm pretty sure it's all autobiographical. Actually, it is, because she was on The View, and I saw her interview with that. She talked about how her life, everything is in this CD. And then when I heard, starting with the first track, I was like, okay, this is nice, Go to track 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm asking who's the producer on every single track. I said, who did this?
She had this. I think she had the same producer for the majority of the album.
That person is a genius.
Yeah.
He did that. And then when you get to that song with Missy and Kelly.
My jam.
Let me tell you something.
That is my jam.
What I love about that song is that Fantasia felt the whole, the feel of the song and didn't feel the need to start yelling throughout the song. She just kept it cool, calm, and collected out the whole thing. She sounded perfect.
She only gave us what was needed.
Song. Yes!
Only gave us what was
needed. Where would you be without me? She didn't have to give us all of that. And I think that was really good. Really good. And then she had one song, Lighthouse. That was kind of slow and stuff. I didn't like it all that great. That's the only song that I wanted to skip. I know a lot of people like it, but it's just not my personal taste. But my absolute favorite song that actually got me out the car and dancing is the very last track. I don't even know what it's called. You can look that up or something. I don't even know what it's called, but it's a dance song. It's called Are you sure it's Indie? I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it.
Well, Get It Right is a dance song.
No, it's talking about something else. Is it In Deep?
Well, In Deep is the last song on the album, so I don't know.
Play a little bit. Oh, that's it?
Okay.
No, that's not it.
Oh.
Tara, what is it? Anywho, this song is actually a dance song, like dance song, and like the beat drops like out of nowhere. She's like, this is for Marvin, this is for, you know, talking about all of the greats that ever did it in the music industry. It's called To the Heavens. Yes, basically talking about everybody that was in the music.
Damn, that must be
might be something because you don't got it.
I don't have it. Dang it!
But that's my favorite song. It's a dance song. It starts off slow and then the beat drops really hard. I was out of the car dancing. I love it. Fantasia, I see so much for you. I'm so happy for you. And I'm happy that, you know, with everything going on in your life and then going through those horrible times in the public eye, I don't see how anybody could make it, but apparently you did. You got God on your side, and I think it's beautiful. That album is going to be something.
Probably the best R&B album released this year.
Agreed. Agreed.
And I'm sure she'll get a couple nominations from
the
Grammys on that as well.
If she doesn't, I'd be pissed off. And that's real, because the whole CD has a lot of thump to it. It's just R&B. You don't hear it too often. That's why I love that CD so much.
Good R&B too often.
Good R&B. The producers, like I said, you know, it's something about finding somebody else new to do something that has a different vision. And, exactly. To say, you know, just do it. She has a song that sounds kind of like I Need You Bad, like
Jasmine
Sullivan. Sounds like a really hard reggae beat. And then it goes back and forth too. The producing on this album, woo!
Yes.
It was good. Let me stop talking about it because I can go on all day. But basically, what's the next thing we need to talk about?
Make sure you cop the album. She this past week she debuted at #2 with 91,000 albums sold in the first week, which is really good for R&B.
Yeah.
Congratulations to her. She was up against some steep competition. Michael Bublé, his new album came out. I'm a huge fan of Michael Bublé. His new album is called, let me see because I got it here. It's called To Be Loved. Mr. Michael Bublé's album called To Be Loved. He came in at #1. I'm not sure how much he sold, but really good for Fantasia. The next album we wanted to talk about is on this coming Monday. I don't know when you're watching this, but on Monday, May the 6th. Huge single coming out for Mariah Carey. She has a duet with the one, the only, right now, he is pretty much the king of R&B at this time for the last year or so, since the album came out around October of last year, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a little bit earlier. Mr. Miguel, and their new song is going to be called Beautiful. She put out a little teaser of it a couple days ago. I can't wait to hear it because I am a huge fan of Miguel. I've been a huge fan of him since All I Want Is You came out, his first album. I know his writing skills and Mariah's writing skills coming together as one, y'all. It's going to be absolutely marvelous. Probably the best collaboration that we might hear from Miguel with the because we know that he's been working with Beyonce. We're not sure if he's going to make her album, but you know he took that picture with her, said he was working with her. He worked with Monica. She's working on some stuff, and so. But I think that the combination of him and Mariah is going to be wonderful. I cannot wait.
Absolutely.
The 6th of May, Mariah Carey and Miguel, beautiful. Can't wait.
Oh gosh, I think it's going to be amazing. Is it more like upbeat?
I don't know.
Oh gosh.
I'm assuming that it's going to be a ballad.
If it's a ballad,
but
then
because you know I love my ballads, so I'm hoping that it's a ballad. But and it's not, like it just seems like it would be a ballad from the teaser. I don't know if the teaser is the actual video that they made, but you know it seems like it's going to be a ballad. It's going even
I hope if it's like a really sexy ballad.
Yeah, Miguel knows how to do it sexy. Yeah, Lord. But yeah, even if it's mid tempo, upbeat, I think it's going to be really really good. Can't wait for it. And yeah, I doubt it. But the last thing we wanted to touch on, a couple days ago, I can't remember the exact date, but for the Great Gatsby, the movie that's coming out, the soundtrack, which is I would think is executive produced by Jay-Z. Yeah. A couple songs, I think 2 songs have been released. Emily's cover of Crazy in Love was released on I think yesterday or 2 days ago, and before that, Beyonce and Andre 3000's cover of the amazing and dare I say legendary Miss Amy Winehouse, whom I love and adore. R.I.P. God bless the dead. Yes, Lord. But yes, Beyonce and Andre 3000 did cover her Back to Black. I love Beyonce's part. I think she did very well with it. I love how they kind of made it contemporary for our time. I did not care for Andre 3000's verse well, I didn't care for his portion or his contribution to the song at all. I think he is a wonderful artist. I think he's very creative. I think he's very innovative. Didn't think he was needed for the song whatsoever. Amy Winehouse's father feels the same way about it.
I feel his part was so choppy, and I mean, I guess, you know, when you're really wanting to make sure that you're a step ahead of everyone else or different or finding your own way of doing things, sometimes it doesn't always translate, and this is what happened with him. I don't like it. I was really kind of at one point struggling with like, what are you doing? What are you saying here? Mm-hmm. It's like, it actually at one point became difficult to listen to. But as far as Beyonce's part, I believe it was okay. I think the only thing about that song, period, about trying to cover that song is that it's done by an iconic person. And it's done by a voice that...
with, like, none other.
That nobody could duplicate.
Ever.
So I'm happy Beyonce, at least didn't try to sound like Amy Winehouse.
She stayed in her lane.
She stayed in her lane. She knows what works for her. But I wasn't too overzealous about it.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. I'm not sure when the soundtrack will be released, but it is available for pre-sale on iTunes if you are interested in getting a copy of it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video. So we thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, and we're both on Keep too. My Twitter is JayLee07. Make sure you follow me. I might follow you back because I'm 19. Follow back, and I'm whatever. And I'm also on Keep JoJo3020.
I am J Star Bright all throughout the gamut.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, weekend, week, whatever, whenever you're watching this. Goodbye. Peace.